skill is useless. Skills have zero value. I learned more editing, cinematography, screenplay writing, and direction than someone would learn in 5 years of filmmaking. I learned the same thing or even more in just 2 years. The reason for that is because I did not care about the skills I needed. I cared about the project I wanted to build. So that is the beauty of building projects. Every action you take becomes useful. And while it becomes useful, you also develop a skill. And you don't even realize that you're developing a skill.
Everyone you see around us is hooked onto Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and all of that.
When you say stop scrolling, you create an empty time, empty space in people's lives. Now imagine if 16 hours of screen time is immediately just disappears from your life. What do you do with those 16 hours in your life? Do you know my course has zero syllabus? My course has no syllabus.
Oh, like...
Do you know what we do? We come on the call and my students ask me questions and I answer those questions. The only brief to them is, tell me where are you stuck today? And we will unblock that.
Okay. How do you make such videos that every time I watch a video of yours, I'm like, wow, what is this? This is some insane value. Like, how do you make such videos? Like, it resonates to the audience deeply, very deeply. How do I do this?
Hello and welcome. This is the first episode of the one-on-one coaching podcast with PK because we don't have any other name right now. And in this first episode, we have Yashas with us, who is one of our community members. And this podcast is about me helping you unblock whatever is blocking you on your journey of creating content and building a life that is full of freedom and building a life that will get you to a place where you have a lot of reputation and you are able to build an influence and attract opportunities, and the most important thing, attract the people that care about you. Okay, so hi Yashas, how are you?
Hello, Prathamesh sir. I'm awesome. I'm doing really good.
Yes, so let's start. Let's start with the thing that is blocking you right now on your journey. Let's just give us some context. What do you do? What are you working on? And how it started and where you are right now.
Okay, so I'll start by introducing myself. Hello, everyone. My name is Yashas, and I'm a first year MBBS student in Bangalore studying. And I came across Magnetic Creators Club around, I would say, 6 months, 5 or 6 months back. And then, by the influence of Prathamesh sir, I started a channel called as Project Unscroll on Instagram first. It was a Instagram page, and then after that, I got introduced to Wealth Wizardry from Guru Pashupati ji, and I joined the group where I attracted team members for this project. Now we are a total of 4 people working on this project together. And in this project, there are 2 of us who are the content faces, me and my friend Prajwal. 2 of us, we handle the videos, the YouTube videos, and all sorts. So I'll explain to you our vision, how we started and why did we start. So before that, I have done like small business ventures before, like before starting Instagram page. And like I've done something called as drop shipping, if you guys would have heard.
Yeah.
Like I've done that before, like I would say about last year. And that was pretty good, but then I got completely burnt out. Bheja full fry ho gaya. So uska I had stopped for that time. Then I came across Prathamesh sir's videos. Then we started. So this was the vision, that everyone you see around us is hooked onto like Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and all of that. And they're spending about, the average report shows they're spending more than 4 hours of their life in a day on their phones. So this was an epidemic or pandemic that had started out. And I identified this issue, and I myself was undergoing this. I was a doom scroller. Like I used to scroll until my eyes were dry and my thumbs were numb. this was back like 2 years ago when there was COVID, obviously, and कुछ करने के लिए कुछ नहीं था. I had online classes. Log in कर I used to keep scrolling or doing some random things, and I really, you won't believe, but my screen time then was 14 hours, 16 hours.
Wow.
Like you, I didn't, I didn't even realize it like until this type of video came across my feed on YouTube. It's called dopamine detox. I think people would have heard about it. So उसमें क्या है कि you eliminate all positive dopamine and you only do boring things in life for a while that don't stimulate you. And उससे करने में it really like opened my eyes to many things. It was, you can say, a rebirth of kinds for me, because I was like, what am I doing in life? I'm spending so much of time on something that man has created that you just keep on scrolling. And I started consciously utilizing devices from that time onwards. And I stopped consuming like content which will bring my energy down. And I only started consuming content that will help me or bring value into my life from that day onwards. So that was the vision. I was thinking, what have I done that I can get other people to do as well? And this is what popped. Like, this is the biggest. Everyone is scrolling on their phone. So the market is huge. Billions hai market. And I was like, yes, we definitely have to go into this and we have to help people, because if they reclaim their time, they can win over the world, is what I felt. So that is when the project started, and then we started getting people. We started a tribe called as Focus Hood. Focus Hood. So in this tribe, people who are aware that there is this scrolling and it's a real thing, join, where we go from a journey from being scrolled and what do you say, कि that they're at the end, like they're at the edge कि हाँ भाई, like scrolling बहुत problem है मेरे को, and I have to take an action towards bettering myself, and who want to start their journey on self improvement. So we take them to getting them skilled, getting them focused, we get them to build their energy, and we get them to eliminate distractions. So this is the whole context of where I came from and how this even started and what I'm doing.
Okay. And where are you stuck right now?
So we are stuck at a place that I had texted Prathamesh sir also this issue when in the initial days when we started, that how like I want to do all this. He was like, "ठीक है, you will remove doom scrolling. What are you adding in their life? You're just removing something from their life." And I still don't know the answer to that. That we are removing doom scrolling, but what are we adding to their life, and how will they compensate that time? Is what I'm stuck on.
Very good. Okay. So I'll just tell you I'll give you a small example. I was part of a company which sold sugar substitute. Okay. And we worked with different kinds of positioning. We worked with an anti-sugar positioning, and we worked with a pro-stevia positioning. So the company was manufacturing stevia, which is a natural sweetener and which is very healthy for you and which does not have any side effects. And one of the things we realized is when you're creating an anti-sugar narrative, what you're doing is you're saying quit sugar, right? And when you say quit sugar, you also need to give an option to people. What do I do if I don't have sugar? I still want to taste the sweetness, right? And that is when we introduced stevia to replace that emptiness. And then we also tried a bunch of other styles. Like instead of saying, okay, sugar is bad, we will just talk about stevia is good. But the problem with that is those campaigns did not work as good as the ones where we said sugar is bad, stevia is good. I'm just giving you a very simplified example of what we were doing, but there is a psychology behind this. There are a lot of such examples out there for businesses where you say, don't do this, but then you don't say, what do I do then if I don't do this? Right? Because what happens is when you say stop scrolling, you create an empty time, empty space in people's lives. And scrolling is one of those biggest vacuum. Uh, like you said, you had 16 hours of screen time. Now imagine if 16 hours of screen time is immediately it just disappears from your life. What do you do with those 16 hours in your life?
I had no idea what to do.
Correct? Right? So it's very uncomfortable because the law of nature is anything that is empty, the nature will fill it with something else. Now if you get people to stop scrolling, they will find another kind of addiction. Okay? And they will keep falling in that trap. So I call this pro narrative versus anti narrative. You have an anti narrative, but you don't have a pro narrative right now. And if you don't have a pro narrative and you just focus on the anti narrative, people at some point will feel like this guy is just talking about don't do this, don't do that. It's like a kid, the parents are telling don't, like, stop scrolling the screen, stop eating sweet, stop doing this, stop doing that. Now, it doesn't work with kids and it definitely doesn't work with adults, right? And basic principle is this, because if you don't tell me what to do instead, I wouldn't listen to you anyways, right? So that is why my question to you was, okay, you're telling people to stop scrolling, but what are you asking them to do instead of scrolling, right? Now, the answer is already in your community. Okay. Tell me about the community name that you decided. What was the idea behind it?
Focus Hood. So the idea was I wanted to create a space where there are people who have acknowledged that their time is valuable and they're ready to dedicate blocks of their life to things that will help them grow.
What are those things? Tell me more.
Things, okay, for me, if you take an example, it's medical studies. It's studying, obviously, to become a good doctor. That is one thing. For uh, my friend Prajwal, that was studying for the CLAT exam to get into law college. That was it for him. And for a few other people, it was just like one guy was tired of his IT job and then he wanted to focus on something that gives him joy. And now he started making videos. He's a content creator now.
Very good.
And yeah, and when other people, let's say young adults, their focus has to be towards their career for growth.
Right.
And not just going there and scrolling or whatever.
Yeah.
So that was the position.
So there's your idea. Once I stop scrolling, this is what I do. Now the question is, how do you articulate this in words? How do you make it sound sexy? Because if it's not sexy, why would people stop scrolling? You need to give them something more sexier than scrolling. So how would you frame it?
Uh, how would I frame it? I would say ki dekho, you're scrolling and then you're probably coming across a few bursts of motivation from channels like mine and other channels, and that motivation is actually leading you to nothing. You're not actually doing anything from scrolling. It's not benefiting you in any way. Let's say if they start making a business or they start a project, that will give them returns. Like it will actually see tangible returns in life. It will help them. So why not do something that helps you and not something that destroys you?
Okay, we need something sharper.
Sharper. uh, I'm not sure.
Okay. See, your quite often this happens with me a lot. Most of your answers are hidden in the intention you started with. Okay. Your name itself has a part of that answer, which is focus hood, right? You need to actually build the narrative of focusing. Okay, not the narrative. The anti narrative, stop scrolling. The pro narrative, start focusing. Right? The question is, focus on what? That is the part which is missing. So the what could be a skill, an ability, a goal, right? Can you make it specific? Like focus on what? So what if you were to answer that question, what should I focus on? In a very, very specific way, what would you say?
What? So if you're asking me, what should I focus on?
Not you, but your audience. What should
Audience.
they focus on?
I would say focus on making money.
Okay.
I would say that.
Okay, cool. That's great. Focus on making money. Now, how does your community or how does this evolve now? Like, where does this take you? What is the first question you should ask once you say, okay, in Focus Hood, we focus on making money or focus on ways of making money? What is the first step I need to take to do that?
I think the first step is for them to analyze where they're at. So
Very good.
let's say he's making 50,000 rupees a month. And then he has to analyze what is the goal. How much does he want to make to live that kind of a lifestyle or to live for him to satisfy his desires.
Very good.
Let's say that is 2 lakh rupees a month. So that is the first thing. Their current state and their future state is established.
Very good.
Then we would see that what is his passions, what is the person's, what is he, what affinity does he have, and how is his personality type.
Okay.
So let us say he doesn't like to probably speak too much to many people. He's a very introverted person. So for a person like that, something like trading or something like that would be a good path because it's more about analysis and numbers. Let's say a person loves to talk and he's very extroverted. He can start learning the skill of sales, persuasion, and closing. And he can help other companies close deals and get a commission.
Okay.
So yeah, I think that depending on their personality, they can choose a path.
Very good. Now, what you need to do is you need to create this system for them, this approach for them to figure out, okay, how to reach that level of making the kind of money that I want to make, whatever that amount is. 50,000, 2 lakh, 10 lakh, 1 crore, doesn't matter. Okay, because they stop scrolling because the sexier version is that if I stop scrolling and apply that time and effort and attention of my life in making money, then I would be better off. And I would be solving better problems. And I will be having better problems to solve. Right? And because of that, you are able to achieve all the other dreams that you have, that you see on Instagram while scrolling. Right? So instead of watching other people live their dream, you start living your dream. And so this is actually what you're positioning. This is what you're talking about, right? From doom scrolling to money making.
Yes.
That's your core positioning. So if I stop scrolling, what I'm doing is I'm figuring out how to increase my value. Now, see, even money making has different ways of positioning. Okay, one is how do I create value? Because I'll tell you one thing that I have learned from my experience of teaching as well as consulting and coaching and everything. Just because you want to make money doesn't mean you will make money. Where does money come from?
Other people's bank account.
Exactly. So who should you care about?
Other people.
Exactly. So what do you need to talk about? So if that is the angle, see, I'll tell you what will happen. If you position yourself as, I want you to start making money, that's what you tell your audience, all the selfish people will start coming to you. and you will train yourself out. Do you want that?
No.
Right. What do you want? You want people who will come in, take the action, create value that will benefit people, and in return of that, they will make money. So let's get back to focus. What am I focusing on?
So I think the most legitimate thing a person in his state can do is focus on already what he's doing. Like if he doesn't like it, that's a different question. And if it's providing actual value is also a different question. And what is he focusing on?
Okay, I'll reframe the question. What should he focus on so that it leads to him making money?
Definitely skill building.
Okay.
Skill
What is
building
skill
is number
building?
one.
What is skill building?
Skill building. Okay, so I will take my own example. So when I set out to do drop shipping, I had zero skills, I had zero knowledge about anything, and there were many skills attached to this. Number one was ads, how to run ads. I had to. There is a lot of that. So I think everything is available on YouTube.
Yes.
YouTube is a gold mine, and so let's say, yeah, that is an example. Let's say ads. One person can learn to make ads and run that for other people who don't know how to run ads, who
Okay.
want people to, like, if they want their word to be spread out and if they want to get customers, he can make them run ads.
Very good.
Second is website building or a landing page of that.
Yes.
So he can learn the skill of how he can structure a page so that people will buy when they click on it.
Right.
So that is one thing. One more thing. Three is how to manage your time and how to manage everything, whatever he's doing. I
Very
think
good.
that's also a skill
Yeah.
that they have to learn to jumble their college, probably work life balance, and all of the skill building. That is one more thing they can do. So, yeah, I think
Okay. Another question. If you were not building your dropshipping store, would you have developed all these skills?
no, no.
So what is more important?
The route which they choose,
Which
what
is
they want to do.
correct. So what does that look like?
I think what does that look like? Most people don't know what to do. I
Okay.
think what
Yes.
skill to learn, they'll be confused about what to do. That is one case, and another case is, let's say one person is he's passionate about video editing. He can start learning video editing through YouTube, all that software, Final Cut or whatever. He can start learning respectively.
Yeah.
And in that also, like in video editing, there is so many different things, probably like psychology, design, placements, and all of that.
Right.
So I think there are two ways. The person knows what he wants to do, which already works in making money. Two is they don't know what to do and which route to take.
Correct. Which means, see, I'll open up some stuff for you. The reason you were able to learn website building and running Facebook ads is because you were building a project. Okay, there are two ways of learning something. One is skill based learning, the other is project based learning, which means I wanted to learn filmmaking. So I did not do any editing course. I did not go to learn cinematography. I decided I want to make a movie. And then I figured out to make this specific movie, how do I shoot? How do I edit? How do I write a screenplay? How do I direct that movie? I literally did all of this single handedly by myself. Okay. And I learned more editing, cinematography, screenplay writing, and direction than someone would learn in 5 years of filmmaking. I learned the same thing or even more in just 2 years.
Wow.
Okay. The reason for that is because I did not care about the skills I needed. I cared about the project I wanted to build.
Hmm.
So, what am I doing with the project? What creates value? Learning a skill creates a value, or building a project creates value?
Building a result, which is a project, is what creates value.
Correct. Creating a result creates value. I agree. But a result comes through a container. It needs something, right, to hold the result. I call it
Hmm.
a project, right? I can be the master editor, like the world's best editor, but I'm not editing a single movie. Does it matter how good I am in my skill,
No.
right? I can be the best teacher in the world, but I'm not teaching anyone. Does it matter, right? So your skills have zero value if it is not applied.
Hmm.
Okay.
So the application is more valuable than the.
Right. Correct. So knowing little bit of Facebook ads, but I'm running it to bring traffic to my dropshipping store and I'm actually converting people is actually more valuable than knowing every single setting in Facebook ad manager.
Correct. So I think this is exactly Icha, Kriya, and Jnana.
Yes, exactly. This is a Chakriya Gyan.
Icha, Kriya, Jnana.
Correct.
Yes.
So what are we doing here?
So first is the desire.
Good. What is that desire about?
Desire is so for me, desire was to make money, and the boat I chose to reach the destination was drop shipping.
Right.
So what I ended up was I learned relevant skills that I need to row the boat,
Very good.
and that is what got me to the destination.
Very good. Now tell me one thing. You had the most intense desire, but there was no boat. Would it help?
No,
You know everything about rowing a boat, but there is no boat. Would it help?
no,
So, what is the most important thing here?
the boat itself.
Yeah, you don't have any desire, but you have the boat and you have the skills. Will you still make money?
No,
Why
uh,
not? You will.
you will, but
You have the
if
skills.
he doesn't want to row the boat,
Yeah, I mean, that's a different case.
that's a
But I'm
different.
just saying that you have the boat, you have all the skills, and you actually row the boat, you
Hmm.
will still get the result,
Correct.
right? So, desire is important, the
Hmm.
skills are important, but the boat is what makes all of it possible,
Wow.
right? That
Yes.
is why I'm saying that when you are positioning yourself, you have to be very careful about the language you use. One language you can use is learn how to make money. You will attract a certain kind of people.
People.
Or you can say learn the skills that make you money,
Hmm.
and that will attract a certain kind of people. Or you can say build projects that make you money, or that build projects that help you develop skills, or build projects that makes you valuable, or build projects that helps you that teaches you how to create value. There are so many ways to say the same thing, but every time you change the way you say it, different people come to you.
Is that a good or bad thing?
It is what it is.
It is
It
what.
depends on it depends on who you want to attract.
But like, how will I know if? So let's say my Adikari is A,
Yeah.
but actually this is what happened for me. I'll tell you. We, in the starting, what happened when we started doing content? I didn't know what an Adikari is, and I just wanted people to join the tribe. So that numbers हो I can tell oh मेरे tribe में 20-50 people हैं they're doing. So then I realized I did a very big mistake
Hmm.
that I ended up taking in everyone whoever messaged me.
Yeah.
And another mistake was I didn't define the lakshanas. I think still I'm a bit unclear about their lakshanas because we had a talk about that today. And what happened was the lakshanas that I was thinking was actually the situation the person was in. It was not their qualities.
Correct. That's
So
wrong.
that
It should be qualities.
yes,
So let's
so
let's talk about it. Okay. There is a very specific. I'm so glad you brought it up. First of all, almost everyone who has not been a part of one of my programs does not understand what Adhikari is. They are just using Adhikari and pumping up their own ego. Okay.
I think that's exactly what I did.
Yes. What's happening is people are using the word Adhikari and as an excuse to tell that you don't deserve to be here. And you're just pumping up your ego and you're being egotistical. And that's very bad. It's going to backfire very badly. So don't do that. I'll tell you how to think of an Adhikari and how to find Adhikari Lakshan. The first question, there are three questions you have to go through to find Adhikari Lakshan. And this is for the audience who don't know what this is. Adhikari is basically who has the right to your knowledge or to the value you create. And if you attract other people who don't have that quality, then you will burn out because they will expect the wrong
They
things from you
they won't take action as well.
and they won't take action, right? And you will keep questioning yourself thinking that you are doing something wrong when in fact you just attracted the wrong people. So the first thing you need to do before you create anything is define who your Adhikari is and what is their Adhikari Lakshan. So there are three questions you have to ask yourself to find it. The first question is, who do you really care about? That's the first important question. If you don't care about them, you won't be able to give them solutions that help them. You won't have the empathy for them. And so you can't create solutions that help them. Okay? So the first question is, who do you care about? So tell me, who do you care about?
I care about young adults,
Okay?
and I have been in a position myself where I have tried like very desperately to make money and have failed by doing different things, and life felt shit first of all, and I got into the trap of doom scrolling. So I care about the people who don't know that they're doom scrolling, but they're actually their screen time is very high.
Yeah. So the rest of it that you attach to that, right? I care about young people who XYZ. The who XYZ is not required. We'll come to that later. You just care about young people. Let's keep
Young
it to
people.
that as of now.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the next question is, what is the result you want to deliver to them?
Freedom.
Freedom. Good. What does it mean? Tell me more.
Freedom.
Freedom
I
from what? When you say freedom, that means they are stuck somewhere.
Yes.
Where are they stuck?
So I want them to get freedom from the thought that they have to work for corporations and they'll have to end up paying EMIs for the rest of their life. They'll have to pay EMI, school fees for their kids and pay and all of that. I don't want. I want them to get freedom from that thought of captivity for the rest of their life. That हाँ इसमें है हम फंस गए. Gone, we'll have to buy a house. EMI भरेंगे, phone देना है. EMI भरेंगे, then we'll go. I don't want them to go through this. I want them to get freedom of thought. I want them to be in a state that they can sit down and be satisfied. And satisfied in the terms of ghar, roti, makan on their own, not on the back of their parents. They should have on their own and be self-sustained, and they should be able to do whatever they want. That is,
Cool.
yeah.
So you want them to sustain themselves by doing what they want and achieve freedom from captivity, other words you used. Right? So sharpen it. Make it sharper, make it a single line. Okay? So do this, you can do it after this because this line will keep evolving. You don't have to finalize it right now. But you at least know the question that you need to contemplate on. Right? Quite often you have the answer but you don't have the question.
Okay.
Right? So what I'm doing is giving you a question right now. So just focus on that. The next question is, now for someone
Hello.
who wants to live a self-sustainable life, who wants to achieve freedom from corporate slavery or the rat
Prathamesh sir,
race.
can you repeat? Actually, your thing had paused a bit. The
Yeah,
video
yeah.
had paused. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you want, the third question is, what is the Adhikari Lakshan? Okay, which is what are the qualities I need to have to get the result that you are promising? The result you are promising is, I want to help you sustain yourself doing what you feel good doing, right? Doing what makes you feel energetic, builds your energy. Now, if this is the result you want them to achieve, what are the qualities they need to have? And you only have to have three qualities. More than three
Yeah.
qualities is not a Lakshan. I'll tell
Hmm.
you the Adikari Lakshan of magnetic nation. Okay, the Adikari Lakshan of magnetic nation is they are an expert who can deliver result. They care about others and they can take action in spite of ambiguity. These are the Adhikari Lakshan of magnetic nation. Why am I doing this podcast with you? Right? Because you have done something. You have built a dropshipping website. You have actually done something of substance. I have got a lot of requests for podcasts, but I am not accepting all of them because they don't qualify for my Adhikari Lakshan. Okay? The second is they care for others. You have proven it by producing 50 reels that you care for others and you're actually thinking every single day on how you could get better and help people even more. And the third is you're taking action in spite of ambiguity. You reached a point where you're not getting any views or anything, but you are still producing reels,
Yeah.
right? Which I really like. That is a very good quality. So you are an adhikari for magnetic nation, right? That's why we are doing this. In the same way, what are the top three adhikari lakshan of focus hood? What are the qualities I need to get those results that you're promising?
So the quality number one is has the hunger to go towards freedom and has
Very
the
good.
hunger and the urge to quit doom scrolling and has the mindset ready even though it pulls us like a magnet, we should repel it, the scrolling.
Very good.
Number two is he should be ready to listen to what we say. Let's
Very good.
say they don't know and we know, they should be ready to listen and do what we tell.
Right. Very good.
Two. And number three, I've made a video on this. Number three is this: key, it's a do or die. Then only it will work out. If it's
Correct.
not that situation, it will not work out.
Yeah. They don't treat this like an option.
Yes, it's not an option. It's either win or it's win. There is no other thing.
Very good. So, what I want you to do is write every single lakshan or every single quality that comes to your mind on paper and then choose the top three. Like, if these three are not there, we are not compromising.
Hmm.
Okay. And that is how you communicate in the future content.
So, Lakshan means qualities basically.
Yes. Lakshan means qualities.
Yeah, so what we did is we made it like situational.
I know.
Like
Yeah.
I described pura situation. We had one whole page. I've written it down. Ki what I don't want them to be. And उसमें एक video बनाया था. Like if you are this, don't watch channel. Please go away. Like वैसा
Yeah.
I made a video, and उसमें बहुत views आ गया. Like comparatively.
I know.
Yeah, so it was like, yeah, I think this has really like something has turned, something has started
Shifted.
moving. I feel, yeah,
Yeah.
because of this alone.
Absolutely. Amazing. So now what you have to understand is you will start realizing scrolling is an obstacle in the journey that you are helping them with. It is not the goal. The reason you were stuck is because you made the obstacle as your goal,
As the goal.
right? Your goal was never unscrolling. It was actually building something of value,
Hmm.
right?
Yes.
So when you say focus hood, the question is what am I focusing on? The result you are providing is help them get free from the clutches of the civilization or of the system that they are stuck in. The corporate,
Matrix.
in the matrix, right? Freedom from the matrix. And you have to then also define what does it mean when you say matrix because everybody is saying matrix,
Hmm.
right? So
Yeah.
you have to kind of be clear what do you mean by that. Okay. Now, when you say focus hood and I want to escape this matrix and set free from the matrix, what should I focus on so that I am free from this matrix?
What should I focus on so that they're free?
Yes.
Should I answer?
Of course, you should answer.
What should they focus?
Yes. We have already discussed all of this. You,
Yeah, you've
yeah, yeah.
discussed. So they
You have
have to.
you already know
Yeah,
the
we have
answer.
told.
It is just
Yeah, skills, and the uh, means that they choose to get to the result goal.
is it the skills or the means? Choose one.
Means.
Very good. Right?
So I have a question. Like, will the means be the same or different for
It
people?
can be different.
Different. But I'm not a master of all the means. How can I
You
advise
don't
them?
have to be. Right? See, what you call this means is actually a project.
Project.
Yes. What you're asking them to focus on is instead of focusing on this screen, which gives you nothing, what you focus on is a project. And to build that project, you teach them, okay, where you are right now, where do you want to go with this project, what is the obstacle that is
Mm.
stopping you from building this project, what are the skills you should be developing to make this project possible, who can teach it to you, how can you get in touch with them, where can you find the learnings to learn it, how can you use AI to learn that, do you need anything, like do you need to know how to do any of those things? This is not a game of actually teaching them how to build their specific project. It is a game of teaching them how to build
How
a project.
how to wow. Wow.
Getting it?
Wow. So it's more like a generalized blueprint for different means, like different projects, which will
See,
deliver this.
no matter which project you're going to build, you have to
It
take
should.
action every single day, right?
Yes.
And you're going to face the same problems every single day. You will feel self doubt. You will feel, am I doing the right thing? You will lack clarity. You will all of a sudden get into the pressure of your day to day life and forget about the project that you're building. You will not be committed. You will not be able to manage your time. You will not have the energy. Should I start? Should I continue?
Yeah, go on.
Right? So there are like, I mean, these are the things that come to my mind right now. But it's endless.
It's endless.
The number of excuses and obstacles people will face while building the project is endless.
Endless.
I don't have the money. I don't have the confidence. I am feeling like an imposter. I don't have any education in this. I don't have any degree in this. What would my family say? What would my friends say?
What would
Oh, I can't.
relatives say?
What would my relatives say? Do I deserve this? It's not so easy. Are you getting it? There's so
Yes.
many
So many things.
excuses to not build a project and to
Yes.
stay comfortable scrolling. But if you have an Adikari who has the Lakshan, which is the top three qualities, then you invest in that person and you pull them out of that shit with
Wow.
all the solutions. And the way to pull them out of the shit is getting them to build a project, not getting them to develop a skill. Skill is useless. I'm telling you, we are living in a world where you don't need any skill apart from how to speak and how to
How to
communicate.
speak and how to, if you know English, it's good enough.
I mean, any language, man. Look at ChatGPT. My wife makes my content in Marathi, and she talks in Marathi with ChatGPT, and it blows my mind how good ChatGPT is in
Wow.
Marathi.
Wow.
You don't even need English. You just need to be good at communicating in whatever language you can communicate. That's enough.
Hmm. So the ability to articulate your thoughts.
That's all. That's the only skill you need, no matter what you're
Wow.
building in life. You don't need skills. The skills come to you. You just ask ChatGPT, I want to build this project. What are the skills I'll need to learn?
It will give you one list
Right? So, in fact, you don't even need to do that. And that's not the right way to learn. I'm just giving an example. Skills is not what is required.
required.
Yeah. What you need is a very clear idea of what is the project I'm building and what is the next immediate action I need to take. Not the thousand steps after that. It's
One
just the
step.
next, the
Hmm.
first step, right?
The
For
first step.
example, the first step could be, what am I naming the project? I mean, I don't think even that matters, but I'm just giving an example. It depends on what kind of project you're building. If you're building an app, let's say, the thing you need to do is build a working prototype. I don't know how to do programming exactly. That's the point of building this project. Figure out how to build the minimum working prototype.
But
It,
now you don't need even that. You have that vibe coding now. If you just
yeah, I
say
mean,
what you want, it'll just make it.
that will still bring a lot of obstacles. Vibe coding is also not straightforward. You can
Hmm.
start prompting and you will see there is a lot of code written, but you are not able to run the code. That
Okay.
happens quite often. Have you done vibe coding?
Actually, yes.
Yeah.
Like this week itself, I was just playing around with an AI tool called Replit.
Yeah.
And I told it to build a Project Unscroll app for me. I gave it my links. I told Perplexity to generate a huge essay as like summary of my page and what we stand for, and we gave it to Replit,
Very good.
and it built an app.
Exactly.
In the starting of the app, there was a questionnaire to see how deep
Wow.
in the shit you are in.
Wow.
It
Amazing.
was a 20 question questionnaire,
Wow. Even
and
we are building a questionnaire. That's amazing.
wow, wow.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, I was genuinely mind blown because I told it has to assess where they are and it should give it steps from their situation.
Wow. Crazy.
So
Amazing. I love it.
let's say I am a student. I can sit down to focus for 25 minutes. So it'll generate a summary of your whole thing, from how to take the first step from 25 minutes onwards, how to become better. So I was just shocked. I was like, how is this even? I gave it mine and I was shocked with the results.
Right? But do you know
Yeah.
so many people don't even know this is possible? Why? Because they don't have a project in mind.
Hmm.
They have a skill in mind. And you know how useless skill is? Imagine if you just went to Replit and just randomly built a calculator app,
No
right?
use.
No use, right? I mean,
It
you
has
will
to be
just feel good
unique.
about it. It doesn't have to be unique. It has to serve a purpose,
Hmm. Okay.
right? So you already had a project which is Project Unscroll, and you just built on top of it with AI, with Replit. So that is the beauty of building projects. Every action you take becomes useful.
Hmm.
And while it becomes useful, you also develop a skill. And you
It's a
don't even,
byproduct.
correct, and you don't even realize that you're developing a skill.
Hmm.
We have an
Wow.
intern here working in Magnetic Nation. She used to look at all these different job titles like prompt engineer, designer, UI UX designer, website developer. There are so many titles to these skills, and she's just been working for 3 months, and she's like, I actually know all of these things by now. Because what we did with her is we never told her that you're going to learn web development or design. We just told her this is a project, build it. This is a
Wow.
landing page, build it. So while building the landing page, she learned how to prompt to generate AI images, how to do copywriting, how to build that page in Elementor,
Optimization and all
how
of
to
that.
optimize it, how to improve. So she learned conversion rate optimization, engineering, design, UI,
Oh my
WordPress,
God.
Elementor in just one project. And that way, then we made a video. We said, okay, why don't you edit this video? Then she learned how to edit it. While
Oh
editing,
my
she learned how
God.
to generate videos, AI videos.
This itself can be made into a multi-million book. This
Yeah,
right here.
exactly.
Oh my God. I'd never even thought of this. Like, I'll give my example. Like when I was doing drop shipping, I wanted to increase sales.
Huh.
How to increase sales. So in that, so many things come. Like then I learned what is optimization. Then I learned how does the when a person sees the ad, how do I get them to click on it? Optimize for like click through rate and all of that.
Yes,
So that was a byproduct actually, like when I think about it. The
correct.
main thing was how do I get them to buy?
Yes, absolutely.
This was the byproduct.
This is how you develop skills that actually are useful to the world and people will be willing to pay for you. Plus, by the end of it, you have something to show. When you say I know how to do programming, but you can't show a single app that you have developed, what's the use of your skill? If you're saying you can do marketing, but you don't have a single channel or a single reel to show for it, what's the use of it?
No use.
Right? So that's why it's useless to develop skills.
Wow. And the thing is, skills get outdated as the day pass, but
Yes,
projects will never get outdated.
exactly. Do you
Wow.
know how many projects I have built? And I have a bank of projects, by the way. I have an
Wow.
Excel sheet that has like 70 to 80 projects, and I may have just executed on like 10, 20 of them so far. And I keep getting new project ideas every month.
Wow. And the thing is, my mentor told me that is it good to diversify your projects? Like, if you're doing, let's say, Project Unscroll, should we do micro projects under it, or like, how should we move?
You should not think about it at all,
Okay.
right? It'll take
Mm.
its own form, it'll take its own shape. Don't try to be deliberate about should I diversify or not.
Mm.
My only question to myself always is my audience improving? Is my audience getting the result that I want to deliver? बस इतना ही सोचना है और नहीं सोचना है. मेरे को बस एक ही चीज़ की पड़ी होती कि भाई मेरा ऑडियंस, मेरा अधिकारी, इज माई अधिकारी प्रोग्रेसिंग इन द लाइफ और नॉट, एम आई एबल टू डिलीवर ऑन माई प्रॉमिस और नॉट. I don't care about even like, then whatever project needs to be there, it will be there.
It'll be there.
I won't overthink about it. I won't say, oh, but I have to focus on just one project. I have to, oh no, I need to diversify my project. Who gives a fuck? Nobody gives.
Nobody.
Does anyone care? No.
No.
What people give a fuck about is what's in it for me.
How is it helping me?
How is it helping me? Simple. So if it is just, are you getting it? This is, so don't worry about all of these gyan that people give. You have to
Yeah.
focus on one thing or you have to diversify. Both are like useless
Useless.
things to think about. Okay.
And
So
I
what?
wanted to ask you one thing, Pratmesh sir. Like
Yeah.
this is off topic but related.
Yeah.
Like, how do you make such videos that every time I watch a video of yours, I'm like, wow, what is this? This is some insane value.
Yeah.
Like, how do you make such videos? Like, it resonates to the audience deeply, very deeply. Even though you have like 1.8K subscribers, the people who take action is disproportionate. It is like it is how I don't know like how kaise bole like how do I do this? How do I
See,
apply
I'll
this?
tell you. Very good question. So I am obsessed with the obstacles that you face. I'm not obsessed with the ideas I have. You know, the difference is that most people, let's say you learn yoga and you learn Devi Maryada and Surya Namaskar and Pranayam, and you get a lot of benefits and you fall in love with these techniques. And then you start creating videos about how to do pranayam. When in fact, even you did not start that way. You started learning pranayam because you probably had some, mental health issue, or you started doing Devi Maryada because you had some chronic disease. That is
Low
why you
energy.
start. And low energy, right? That is why you started it. When Guruji talked about this stuff, he focused on solving your obstacle. He was
Hmm.
not so like, he was not saying like, do Devi Maryada because it's awesome because I benefited. No, it was because he knew that your obstacle in life is you're full of low energy.
Hmm.
And if you solve your low energy problem, you will solve 80% of your, actually 99% of your problems, right?
Correct.
If you solve your energy problems. So
Hmm.
my approach is I'm obsessed with your obstacles. What is the pitch of this podcast series to the community? It is very simple. If you are stuck anywhere,
And you don't
I'm
know.
willing to help you for free.
Hmm.
That's all. That's my pitch. In the course that I'm running, Brahma Kriya, which is a course for the creators, where we come together every single day in the morning for 1 hour. The only, do you know my course has zero syllabus? My course has no syllabus.
Oh,
Do you
like
know what we do? We come on the call and my students ask me questions and I answer those questions. The only brief to them is tell me where are you stuck today? And we will unblock
today.
that.
Okay.
There is no use of me giving you all these concepts that you're not even going to
Going
apply.
to apply.
What matters to me is are you publishing today? If not, why? Tell me. What's stopping you? That's my question. And that's
So
my
the
approach.
obstacle. So the obstacle is what we have to focus on.
Yes, you have to become a student of obstacle. You have to become a
Obstacle.
Vignaharta.
Oh my God! Wow. Wow.
That's all your job is. If you're in this business of media, your job is to meditate on people's obstacle. You have to become a student of people's obstacle, not your field of expertise. You don't become a field student of a skill or of a subject. You become a student of people's obstacles. That's all.
They only pay you to solve their obstacles or problems, not for anything
Exactly.
else.
Exactly. See, for example, you exactly know what you need to do to get rich, right?
Yes.
What is stopping you? The
L-
obstacles.
The
I
obstacles.
mean, for every person it's different, but every poor person knows that to become rich, I need to improve myself, so I need to develop my skills, but they are not doing it. Why? Because obstacles. Look at
Obstacles.
every product that you have paid money for. Chances are you have done that to either get a result or overcome an obstacle.
Yes.
These are the only two reasons people pay money.
That is the whole two concepts of what like e-commerce is built on.
Yes, not just e-commerce, the whole world is built on that.
The whole
Even
world.
the nature is built on that. That's the law of nature.
Wow. And actually, to be very honest, I have paid almost 0% of attention to this. Like, let's say, okay, to a degree, I know like this is the obstacle, but I've never gone through the pain of like asking everyone, okay, what obstacle and
Have
why
you
are
seen
you
my obsession with your obstacle? And
like,
everyone
yes,
else's,
I have seen.
yeah, everyone
It's
else's obstacle in the why do you think I have built this community and made it free? Because if I don't find, see, my energy comes from your obstacle.
wow.
Okay,
Hmm.
I absolutely don't give any attention to any knowledge or any concept. Like, I don't care about all these new concepts that keep coming and going. What I care about is,
Buzzwords.
yeah, buzzwords. What I care about is, where are you stuck? Why are you stuck?
Hmm.
That's all. That's the only thing I'm focused on, which is your obstacles.
So I actually we've been doing it all wrong until now then.
Yes.
We've never we've never paid much attention. Like, I'll be very honest, I've like, let's say some of most of my ideas are original, that they just strike me when I'm doing random things in the day. But most of them, like some of them, are researched from like deep search or whatever from perplexity, and I define my audience, then whatever problems they have, uske liye I make content, and I have made, and those have performed the worst actually, which
Yes.
which have optimized hook rate, optimized retention rate,
Yes.
script. They have
You know,
performed
do
the
you know
worst.
why? Do you know why? Because you used your thinking and not your feeling.
Hmm. Feeling.
AI can think better than you, but it cannot feel better than you.
Wow.
And
And
even
I
if you are using AI, did you feel the content you were creating? Did you feel the problems that your adhikaris were facing?
uh about no, I would say.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
When now, see, thankfully, AI has replaced, like, allowed us to stop thinking. And I
Hmm.
think I'm really grateful for that, because now I can be free to feel. And when I'm brainstorming with AI, I can allow AI to think and I can feel what AI is giving me,
Hmm.
and then tell AI, okay, I feel this is better,
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
then improve my brainstorming with my AI.
So this is very relevant for like, though you can evaluate the vibe or evaluate what it brings in you, like the feeling. I think I sent you a message about feeling like 2 days or 3 days back,
Yeah.
and uska bhi flash hua mujhe. Like, I was becoming this kind of nerd going through all this data, like, huh, how does this work?
Yeah.
Then I just felt, when I was seeing copies, I never felt anything when I saw them. So why would other people also feel something?
Exactly.
So
Feeling is
when,
the only sensor that you have that AI doesn't.
yes, very true. And I was just playing around with visuals, and I made a visual that I deeply felt. And so I shared it with the friends. They're like, oh my God, Yashas, what is this? Like, this is amazing. All of them said the same thing. So I
Yes.
was like, wow, bhai. So this is like universal almost.
Yes. If you can feel something, chances are there are at least 1 lakh people in the world who will feel it.
You will feel it.
Actually, more, but I'm just underestimating it.
Wow.
Your job is to feel. You know what I teach in Brahma Sankalpa? How to feel. That's all I'm teaching.
I
For
think
40
that is
days.
the biggest obstacle. People are not receptive enough to feel the
Yes.
thing also.
Yes.
If you have, yeah,
Do you know
that is
none of my videos have a script? I don't even know what I'm going to talk on the video before hitting record. Do you know that?
what?
Yes. Not a single video of mine has a script. Like I'm like, what's the obstacle I want to solve? And I meditate on it. And I feel what my Adikari is feeling. And I feel the frustration they are going through. I feel the obstacles that they are going. And then I start talking to that person on camera.
Wow.
And whatever comes out of my mouth, I listen to myself after the recording and I get surprised what I talked. And I'm like, fuck, did I talk that? That's what happens.
So, like, I think that is the reason why every video is resonant with people.
Yes.
There is no video that is not resonant.
Yeah. I don't go
Like,
viral if you notice. None of my videos
you
go
don't,
viral.
none of your videos.
But
It's
look at the
anti-viral.
ratio. Yeah, it's antiviral. But look at the ratio of the revenue I am generating with such low number of
People.
followers and subscribers. Yeah.
It's crazy. Like, Pratmesh sir, like, can you tell me how you approach your thinking time? And like, how, if I sit down for thinking time, how to actually put it to use and what should I think about?
That actually deserves a whole podcast episode.
Wow.
Let's do it. Let's do another episode, okay? For the audience and for this is a great question. How to use your thinking time and how
Because
to
ev like if you see in the Guruji's videos as well and in the web, the community, everyone is telling you to do thinking time. Everyone is like, "Ha, you're not thinking at all in the whole day." But what do you think?
yeah, that's a great
People
question.
won't like. I don't know. If I sit down, okay, some thoughts will come, but it's unrelated. So how?
We will talk about it.
Yeah.
That's a great question. That's a great question. We should do an episode on this as well. Okay.
Because I've observed ki you have said in other videos that your thinking time is very high. Like, I think so,
Yes,
right?
it's very high.
It's very high,
Yeah.
and I think that is one core reason why your content is so resonant.
Actually, I have started replacing the word thinking time with feeling time.
Feeling time.
Yeah. What I'm
Okay.
feeling is my adhikaris and their problems and their obstacles. And I'm feeling it a lot of times. But how to do it? There is a technique to do it, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll teach you
Sure.
in the next episode. Yeah. Awesome, man. This was awesome. So, any other questions? Okay. Concluding on the topic that we were talking, we started with this question that if I stop scrolling, what do I rather do with my life? And the question I came up with was the answer lies in your focus hood, the name itself. And the question was, what am I focusing on? If I'm not focusing on scrolling, what am I focusing on? And what was the answer?
Projects.
Very good. Yeah. It's the projects. And so, what's your direction now?
So this is my. So I want to uh, s- first I want to like internalize whatever happened today. Like
Yes.
I'll sit, I'll compile in my brain and notes whatever we learned, and then I want to get more clarity on my project, like this project, Project Unscroll. How do we make the foundation so strong that we can build Burj Khalifa on that?
Yes. So, the first step is to stop Project Unscroll
Hmm.
and focus on Focus Hood.
Okay,
Rename
so
your channel to Focus Hood.
focus hood.
Talk
Wow.
about where am I going, not where am I not going.
Hmm. And talk about the obstacles that
Yes.
my and
Scrolling is an obstacle.
it's an
Scrolling is not,
obstacle.
yeah, it's not the goal. So,
I yes,
get
beautiful.
done with Project Unscroll. That's not your project. Your project is Focus Hood.
Focus hood. And I think whoever told me, like, you might know Krishna, right? Obviously,
Yes.
Krishna. He also was telling me, like, focus would sound so much more sexier than Project Unscroll.
Yes.
That is
It does.
almost all of
Because
my.
because you were not feeling your names, your projects. You were
Hmm.
thinking your projects. You were saying, oh, but the opportunity is big in Unscroll,
Correct.
right? That's your
Correct.
thinking mind, screwing up with you. But if
Hmm.
you really feel it, focus hood is better.
Focus hood is better.
And trust your feelings, man. And don't trust people who tell you don't trust your feelings.
Hmm.
Okay?
That is the
Because
only thing we own.
it is very easy for me to manipulate your thinking, but I can't manipulate your feeling. Because
Feeling.
feeling is very physical. Your body doesn't lie.
Hmm.
So trust your feelings.
And feeling is the only thing which can't be replaced.
Yes.
In the future, Elon Musk might come and insert your Neuralink into your brain and it will think for you. But feelings, he can never replace.
Yeah, it might manipulate your feelings. That is quite possible.
Might.
Right. Yeah.
But
But
I
right
think,
now, feeling
yeah,
is the thing you have. That's better than AI.
wow. And to be very honest, I was just like, whenever obstacle or whenever these kind of problems came, my go-to was AI. Like, jao, type karo, and she just scroll. And I was never feeling from the information that it gave me.
AI is similar to scrolling. It gives you a cheap dopamine hit.
Cheap dopamine, yeah.
It makes you feel that you have actually achieved something when in fact you have not
You're not
achieved
achieving.
anything. Because what matters as a human is a realization, not knowledge, not information.
Hmm.
AI doesn't give you realization. What gives you realization? It is feeling.
Feeling.
Realization is at a body level. It's like, oh wow. Like, look at your body language, the way it shifted throughout this call. That is
Yeah.
what realization feels like.
So my job is to reproduce realization within others in
Yes.
the
First
focus
within
hood.
yourself and then within others.
Hmm.
That's the only game, man. With every realization I am going closer to freedom. Freedom is moksha. What is moksha? It's
Freedom.
self-realization. Yeah, it's
Self-realization.
self-realization. Right? You start realizing the truth. Every time you realize something truth, you unblock yourself. You get into the flow.
Wow. And I think that there is so much terms I would like Maya around all this. Maya meaning like gas. There is so much gas in the
Yeah.
internet,
Yeah.
and but there is no substance.
Absolutely.
But how do you say it? Like, it's just gas, Maya, so much Maya, and I want to make something that has the least Maya and has the most Satya,
Yeah.
and that is what will make them get realized, I think.
It will happen. Your heart is in the right place. Trust your feelings. Do what makes you strong. Do what makes others strong. And you will naturally remove this wheel of Maya.
Hmm.
That will happen naturally. You don't have to deliberately think of it. What is
And
Maya? Maya is everything that clutches you and keeps sucking all the energy out of you, keeps you in the illusion, makes you weak.
have you seen Vishnu in the statues of Vishnu?
Yeah.
He has his hand placed on his hip.
Oh, the Mohini avatar?
No, no, no. Like normal Vishnu
Oh,
itself,
yes.
I heard that he places his hand like this next to his hip to keep the Maya below his waist.
Oh, wow. Interesting. I didn't
And
know that.
this flashed in my mind right now. And uh, yeah, like I've had, you can say like I've gotten a lot of clarity. Like I know what to do next now.
Very good.
I think the whole task of this podcast has been achieved. I
Yes.
know what is the next step to take.
Amazing. Amazing. Let's do it,
Wow.
man. Any
Wow.
message for the audience?
Yes.
Do you
Any
have any message for the audience?
any message? Oh yes, this is my favorite message which I give everyone, including myself and my friends. It is do or die. There is no in between. There is comfort and there is uh, not being in your comfort zone. So we have to pick one. We can't be in the middle. Middle is the worst. We will go nowhere.
Absolutely, man.
Is
So true.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome, man. This was so much fun. I really loved
This,
it.
this was
And
amazing.
yes, thank you so much. And for the audience who is watching this, if you want to join our community and be a part of such an amazing tribe, we have 400 amazing folks like Yashas in the community who help each other, who have really great heart, great intentions. They are building their own tribes. Come in. There is a link in description and the pinned comment where there is a WhatsApp link that will send a message personally to me. I'll ask you a few questions, and if you answer it well, then I'll add you to the community. And that's it. If you have a friend who might benefit from this video, send it to them. If you want to be a part of this coaching podcast, join the community first. That's it. Thank you so much. Thank you, Yashas. Bye bye.
Thank you, everyone. Jai Shri Ram.
Jai Shri Ram.